Okay, welcome to my unfancy shard pull video. I figured since I'm going to be pulling 15 sacred shards, and people seem to enjoy watching shard pulls, I thought I would just record this so that you all could watch it, and you could see why I am pulling today. Today is the day we pull for the lizard who will help us in Lizard Man Crypt, at least we hope it will. This is my Faction Wars area, and you can see my 3 areas of trouble. My main area of trouble is over here on the left with the Lizard Man Crypt at only 54. And I'm hoping this new guy will help me get that taken care of. I take out my Lizard Man Crypt, I come over here and finish up the Undead Hordes and the Dark Elf Crypt, and I get Lydia. I'm sorry for the beeping in the background, I'm sorry for the noise in the background. Anyway. So I'm going to pass on, go on over, and start pulling gold shards. Another part of the thing I've got going on today is we're going to go into the events, and of course it'll take forever to pop up probably, but we've also got this summon rush, which this is just happens to be part of it. I'm not doing this for the summon rush, but the goodies are pretty good in the summon rush, so I'll go ahead and pop into there real quick and let this load. There it is. Okay. As you can see, I have not started, but the 15 shards will let me take out this bottom row, and this bottom row is not bad. That's 3 legendary books and 3 5-star chickens. So, I mean, that adds up after a bit. And we're just going to go like that. We're going to go like that. We're going to check in here to make sure it is on. Should I do a sacrifice? I will. I'm going to do a sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice. Well, I'll sacrifice to the gods of the greens. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. And arrow guy. Okay. We're going to sacrifice to the gods of the blues. See how we're doing. Ooh. Okay. We're going to sacrifice to the gods of the voids. See how we're doing. Gear grinder. He's actually very good. If you haven't built this guy, he is worth building if you're in progression or early game. He's really good. Okay, and now we're on to the big dude. So here we go. I am not in Mercy. I'm nowhere near Mercy. I recently pulled a Lego in with a Void Shard. I pulled a Drak Goal number 3. So there we are. I guess I should go over who the champions are. This is the guaranteed champ, and I do believe it is Rotos today, who is the guaranteed. Or not the guaranteed. I'm sorry, the 10x champ. I believe it is Rotos who would be a dupe. That's fine. You can always use 2 Rotos, and then Sanisha, who I definitely do not need. I am looking for 2 things. I am looking for an S tier legendary, of course, because who knows. And the only epic I want, there's only one of them on the whole bunch that I want, is Allure. I don't have an Allure, and I want an Allure, so I'm kind of hoping I'll get an Allure today. I'm here with my co-partner, wife of many, many years, and she said test that the actual Summon Rush event is on, which is a very good idea. She held up her computer with a test it's on thing, which is a very good idea. So I always try and test to make sure that the event is actually working before I do the big pulse, which is why I do the sacrifices in reality. So, yeah, it's working. Okay, it is on. Alrighty, so let's go in here. And here we go. Poll number 1 is dramatic. Dramatic. Purple. And we've got Jurogen, who's okay. I mean, he's nothing to brag about. Should I go through each one of these? Nah, probably not. These, like I say, the only epic that I need is Allure, so I won't get too excited over too many of these epics, I'm afraid. And there will be many. Siege Hulk, who doesn't even fit on the screen. Yeah, you can't speak. Yeah, you can. Ash really likes this guy. I found him very squishy. I've never been able to get him to work for me. I mean, I think he's good, but he's just really, really squishy. Somebody that big should not be squishy. He should be big, but he's just squishy instead. Gorgon the Crown is actually, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Got the perfect veil thing going on. Heals all allies. And attacks one, which, you know, duration of random buff is not that bad. He's actually better. He plays well. Shatterbones. This is cool. This decreased speed debuff on enemies for 2 turns, fills turn meters with allies by 20%. This guy's really good. If ugly. I mean, he's just, yeah, he's a little plain. He's not real pretty. But he's actually really good. And this hits hard. Really hard. So, yeah. Shatterbones is good. Don't need him, but he's good. Deacon! Deacon's amazing. He's legendary in epic clothing. This is the first one of these that I've pulled that might actually one day get built, because there's several different ways you can build a Deacon, and I'm considering building a second one in a stun set. I think this guy, because he'll pop this time compression, which he goes with, and then he can drop his Sweeping Retribution. So this time compression increases turn meter, and then fills all allies, and then gives himself an extra turn, and it's only on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. So he pops right into this attack all enemies, and boom, with a stun set, and he's decreasing defense. I think that could be fun. Right there. I think that could be fun. I think there are places I could use that. So I'm thinking about building a stun Deacon. Allure! And there she is. Hello, darling. She's the lady I've been looking for 2 years now. Welcome to the team. Rearguard Sergeant, who's actually really pretty good. I'm getting some good epics here. I'm not getting the really dregs, which is good. My rearguard is not booked, so she's going to be a book for my rearguard. I don't really use her in anything, but I like her. And she has, I mean, she's good, so I'll probably just book her with that. That's what most of these are going to be. Hutatsu is, man, I'm getting some good epics today. I mean, again, I don't really need the guy, but he'll be a book for my Hutatsu. Bushi. Well, okay, we all know Bushi. And we knew we were going to get a Sanisha, and that's fine. She's actually really good. But I just have a bunch of her. So, my Sanisha attacks. Crimson Helm. She's got her uses. And I knew I was nowhere near Mercy, so. Magnar, who's very good, but again, I don't really have a use for him. Venomage, who's very good, but I don't really have a use for him. Visionary, who I've never built. Aesthetically really cool, but those eyes, I don't know. Available 16. This means this will be a Lego. This will be a Lego. And here we go. There's the new dude. There's the new dude. Hello, fella. Kind of a weird looking thing. If you ever played Warhammer 40k, this guy looks like a Tyranid with his arms on backward, as my wife says. If you put the arms on the other way, up in the air, he'd look like one of those Lictor models. If you ever played 40k, you know what I'm talking about. Pretty cool. Got snakes. There's the snakes. I guess those are snacks. I'm not really sure. Don't look under the kilt. Kind of a cool looking BD stick, maybe? Looking forward to this guy. This guy looks cool. AoE on his first attack. AoE on his second attack. And increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 11 books. That's not so bad. I mean, it's not great, but it's not so bad. And then a speed aura by 19% for all allies in all battles. That's a good aura. That's a really good aura. He will probably end up on, certainly my Lizards team. He'll be on my Hydra team. I have 2 Lady Kimmies, and one of them's empowered. So they're on my Hydra team now, and this will probably be on my one without my Lady Kimmies. So there we are. And let's go back and do the fun part now. And the fun part is not their offers. The fun part is not getting my stuff. The fun part is this part. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we are. Done with that? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That too. Energy? Sure. Who doesn't want energy? Gems? Sure. XP? Yeah. Epic Skill Tome? Sure. XP Barrel. Skill Tome? Definitely. 5-star chicken. 5-star chicken. 5-star chicken. 5-star chicken. Skill Tome. Skill Tome. And that should be, yep. Milestone of an event. Okay. We'll take that out. Now we're just going to do one more thing. So how are we going to do here? We're going to so I got 15. I like to keep as many of these as I can for, well, guaranteed shard events, and then also I use these infusions. That's all I do with these. I don't do anything else. I was tempted for this last buy one get one, but I knew I was nowhere near. I mean, nowhere near Mercy. I had just literally pulled one on my last pull, so I knew I was nowhere near it. And I think people get really confused about the likelihood of getting a Lego on the Mercy system on Voids. They pull 3 shards and think they should have pulled 2 Legos, but the math does not work that way. When you're talking about a 6% chance, you're going to pull, a lot of shards to get that legendary. You're going to pull 20 shards to get 1 Lego on average. So it means you're going to pull 10 shards if it's a 2X to get a Lego on average. A person I saw was complaining, I pulled 8 shards and on this 2X and I didn't get a Lego. Well, you only got 64% chance of pulling a Lego on a 2X if you pull 8 shards. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, well that was that. So talk to you later.